All right, we're airing down. We pulled off here. This is actually the campsite we stayed at last year. But we're all hooked up, airing down, and we're gonna head up and run Spas Creek. See how long that takes us, and then I got a new section of the BDR mapped out on the other side of that road. And I think we're gonna go check that out, and then maybe find a camp spot for the night. All right, we are about 18, it looks like there, so that's good. That's what we're gonna go with here. What it takes to get a shot in this business. Hey, look, we got a souvenir. You want a souvenir?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that was Spas Creek. That was a fun ride. Lots of water crossings, some mud holes. It wasn't quite as high as last time I was here, but still a lot of fun. And lots of articulation here and there. So, pretty cool. We are headed out to find a campsite now. It is about 5:30. We decided that since this section of trail was on our way to camp, we'd give it a run before we camp for the night. So this is a new section of the trail. I laid this out last night off of a map I found online. So it says 1.6 miles long. So we're going to check it out. It leads up to asphalt, and then it looks like 15-20 miles on asphalt. We're going to go find a campground. I really don't know of any camp spots in this area, so we're going to go find a campground for the night and then finish this trail up tomorrow. I scouted this trail out a little bit ahead on foot and decided Jason should go first because he's got some better ground clearance and he may end up pulling me out of some spots up ahead here. Very nicely done. Around myself. Playing that angle is just a tough one. Right there at the end. Right there at the end. It goes up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't get that tire.
It was so close.
Yeah. We got our tree strap up. Winch is ready. He's gonna pull himself up out of here.
This will be fun.
Take some slack up. You might be able to drive out of that. Cut this way. Driver. Nope. All right. Straighten your wheels out a little bit. There you go. Now, driver. Driver. Oh. Good. You gotta go that way now. Once we got Jason winched out, and it was my turn. In this clip, I had a little bit of audio difficulty. I'm not sure what the problem was, but there's no sound. So Jason, he had the right idea. He straddled the ditch, and he did get to the top fairly easy. But with that mud on the passenger side tires, we had no traction. You just couldn't get out of this ditch. He ended up winching himself out around that big rock. I had no traction right from the start. So when I got to a certain point, I figured that's good enough. I can pull myself with the winch and not beat the Jeep up too much. Got to the top, and it was a tough place to get out because there's a bank right in front of the tree that we were winching from. So you really didn't have a lot of room at the top to get yourself out. And with that big rock on the passenger side, it was easy to do some damage there. Overall, this wasn't a real technical area. I mean, just you couldn't get traction. And then you were off camber at the top there quite a bit by that big rock. But it wasn't too technical. We winched ourselves out, got around that big rock, and yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. It looks like the Little Caesars guy, he enjoyed himself too. So I've done a lot of the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway solo. I was fortunate enough not to have any difficulties, but I would recommend having someone with you. There's a lot of areas like this, I mean, where something could go wrong easy enough, but it is a great trail to tackle. All right, so we got out of this. I got hung up on this rock right here with my pumpkin, and it would not let me over. So I ended up, I winched out. I come down in here, tried to pick this line right here to get up out, and my front tire wouldn't come up over. It just kept sliding in that muck. So I ended up getting drug up to here, winched myself over to that tree right there, and that's as far as I could go. And then I put the winch, which got pulled in so tight on one side that I couldn't move it by hand. And then we had to put it on the back of Jason's Jeep, pull the winch back out, and then I had to build this up with these rocks so I could get my pumpkin up over that rock right there. And then once we got up over there, we pulled the winch all the way out. I pulled it back in, and it doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit flat, but hopefully that'll work itself out. And yeah, but a bit of a challenge, but a lot of fun. Well, we don't seem to see any damage there. That's good. Nothing leaking. All right. All right, so we came upon this obstacle. We chose not to run it. Everything points right into that big rock right there. You could make this turn, but it's gonna push you over. So, yeah, and right down there is the road, the asphalt road. So this is the end of the trail basically, but this was a tough one. Coming up would probably be a little easier to get up over this. But we ended up going down. We talked to the neighbor, asked permission to use their lane right here, and he was very happy. We went down and talked to him, and we chatted for a little bit, but yeah, very nice man. So we're gonna head back, hit some asphalt, and head up to the campground. It is 7:46. We've been at this for a while.